Und damit ein herzliches Willkommen und Hallo zu Weiterbart Let's Play Background, oder? Ich bin das mal fix, wir sind immer noch hier in Heiyan-kyo, was sich immer mehr hier zur Hölle entwickelt. Wir haben beim letzten Mal hier die Dämonen hier in der Form von Tota und der werten Suzuka-Kusin bezwungen. Doch unser Pfad wartet natürlich immer noch, denn wir müssen den Baum erreichen, den der Pseudo-Tür-Emptiness hier fällen und natürlich Dauman aufhalten. Nun werden wir dieses Unterfangen weiter starten in Akt Nummer 11. Genji Killer. Leute, ich weiß, wer kommt, wer kommt. Und ich freue mich sehr drauf. Wir haben sie ebenfalls schon im Chaldea, aber sie nun hier offiziell in einem richtigen Story-Kanon zu haben, wird natürlich noch mal einiges spektakulärer. The Eastern Edge of Heiyan-kyo. At the outside... Also ich habe Autodialog, Entschuldigung. So. Outside of Goto Street. The other side of the Kamogawa, a little ways off from the city limits. Under normal circumstances, it would be a quite desolate place. But today, there are people gathered en masse. A group of Genji was experienced killers of monsters. One and all wordlessly surrounded the target. Their target. A humanoid demon riding atop an enormous Tsuchigomi. Ugh. So you have me surrounded. I see. You do not fear this great Tsuchigomi no matter how it towers over you. You do not run. You do not scream. Instead, you fearless warrior only grip your swords even tighter. You are clearly not ordinary people. No, we are not. We are the Genji warriors. We are the vassal of Lady Miyamoto Naraiko, entrusted by the Minister of the Left with the protection of Kyo. Now, who are you, demon? And what are you doing here riding atop of a great Tsuchigomi? Genji, you say? So there are Genji as well. Did you hear that, Kogami no Mikasa? It seems we will at last get to make our long-held dream come true. Listen well, warriors of Genji. I'm poison. I'm cold steel. I'm the embodiment of hatred. I'm the Genji clan's end. I'm a heroic spirit corpse that has materialized here in Heiyan-kyo along with the great Tsuchigomi Hasyo Zinzai. No, that is not quite right. Even as a corpse, my wrath is as strong as ever. I am Saikyo Taira no Kagekyo, and have come to bring death to the whole of your clan. Now die, Genji. One of the terrorists? If you are a remnant of the Eastern Rebellion, then we cannot let you leave here alive. Death comes. The demonic finger was true to their word. Riding atop the great monstrosity, the third of the general gods, they rampaged through Kyo with an army of Tsuchigomi at their command. Saika Taira no Kagekyo, the fourth of the general gods. Not a single Genji warrior was left alive in the demon's wake. With every step the demon took, more Genji perished. Every swing of the demon's blade reaped a harvest of Genji lives. There remains nowhere safe in all of Kyo for the Genji. Oh, das war ein sehr schnelles erstes Kapitel. Und da sehen wir auch schon gleich genau eine gewisse Avenger-Dame, die hier auf uns wartet. Taira no Kagekyo, der verhasste Taira-Kran, der einst hier durch die Genjis hier gestürzt wurde. Und nun ist ihre Rache zurück. I wonder how things are right at the palace now. Up the Emperor, Lady Sushi, and Lord Michiniga are alright. Ganz sicher nicht. I was earlier on my way here in my carriage before night fell in the middle of the day. Before that, red moon hung in the sky and the demonic tree towered over us. Well, I arranged it that way. Anyway, don't worry. It's okay. Limbo still asks your Domon, even if only just so he won't kill them anytime soon. He may be a carnivorous beast disguised as a man, but he is still human in small ways. He's going to want as large an audience as he can get at least up until his wish is granted. So just relax. Oh, and don't forget, Lord Menschiniga is there too. He may not be a warrior or an omnuji himself, but he truly has the devil's own luck, and above all, when he speaks, people listen. In the West, there was once a conqueror by the name of Caesar, who was said to be a great orator, and I suspect that Lord Menschiniga is every bit is equal. Lord Semi. Well, I understand. There will come a time when the Genji will need to invade the palace and rescue the people trapped there. But for now, it seems we can trust that they are safe. I'm relieved to hear you say that, Lord Semi. Reiko, how can you hear him when he isn't actually saying anything? Ah, that's true, isn't it? How strange, we're only reading his words floating in the air, but it feels as though he's right here with us. Once this is all over, I wonder if this method of communication will become more common. I can say that 1,000 years in the future, communication via text or grid system is very common. Aber auch nicht auf diese Art. Oh my, you don't say. That's amazing, Lord Abenusemi. I can't believe you're showing us something from 1,000 years in the future. It's almost as though you're appearing across time itself, as though you were a traveler making a very, very long journey. Tick, tick, tock. I wonder what kind of clock you use. A clock? You mean that thing that uses water to tell time? A water clock. It's a machine that uses flowing water to measure the passage of time. Yeah, that. The water clock, the one thing I hate guarding. It always puts me right to sleep. Yes, I can see how you would be ill-suited for that sort of thing. You need a fair amount of knowledge to build and maintain one of those devices. Fine by me, other people can take care of the water clock duties, and I can take care of my guard duties to each their own. Oh, speaking of time, it's been an hour since Danzo went on a patrol, huh? She ought to be back now. Oh, speak of the devil. I've returned, and I have a report to make. The 3rd and 4th General Gods have materialized at Gojo Street near the Kamogawa. So, two of them shot up together again, huh? Where we are stood, indeed, if Limbo needs 3 more heroic spirit souls to grant his wish. The easiest way would to be summon at least 3 of them simultaneously and feed their souls to the pseudo-tree of emptiness all in one go. But instead, he's only summoning 2 at a time, and right near the edge of all enclosing bounded field at that. Why would he do such a thing, even if he can't summon them right at the tree itself? The sensible move would be to summon 3 or more on separate locations to have them head for the Suzuka Gate at the same time. That way, we would have no choice but to split up our forces to stop them. So the fact that he isn't doing that must mean he can't do it. What else can you tell us, Lady Danzo? If this took place at the eastern edge of Gojo, then Hase and Goto should have been there. Right. There was indeed a group of Genji warriors. They are led by Lord Hase and Lord Goto, along with a group of officers. But I'm sorry to report that the enemy wiped out more than 2/3 of them. I see. Then we will head out right away. Lady Media, we must go. Coming! Here, Lord Tsuna, Lord Katoki, I made the rice balls for you. Alright, thanks. Make sure you guys eat up while you can, too. Maxi and Danzo. Wait, there's still more I need to tell you. One of the general gods has taken the form of a great Tsuchigumi. And the other one, who goes by the name Saikyo Taira no Kagekyo, is a true Genji killer. This is an affliction of mine. If I see a Genji, I kill them. So don't growl at me like that. I can't help it. You may kill everyone we fight except the Genji. Kill all you like. Eat your fill. There you see. You don't have to wait long at all. Although, something about this enemy smells and pungently at that. You there. Are you affiliated with the Genji? Uh-oh. That form, that voice. Could they be? I'm Kadoc, servant of the Master of Chaldea. I'm also currently a guest of sorts at Lady Miyamoto Noriko's residence. It seems you consider the Genji your son enemies. May I ask your name? A corpse needs no name. Oh, so the other general gods claim, but not me. Even as a corpse, I remain Kagekyo. Kagekyo. Indeed, I'm Kagekyo, the blade of hatred. My Hasuin name is Sakyo. My full name is Taira no Kagekyo. Sorry, Kumigi no Mikasa, but given how much this puppet thinks of Genji, it would seem that she is, too, my query. Aber wir wissen ja, dass sie das überlebt hat. Das ist der einzige Vorteil in der Sache. Also irgendwie. Hoffentlich. So. Solo Danzo Fight. Das kann nur gut werden, Mann. Muss ich den gewinnen? Okay. Und wahrscheinlich gegen die ganzen Soziogummis. Okay, es wird überhaupt schwer, überhaupt so lange zu leben. Das wird uns schon, meine werten Freunde. Oh, sind sie nicht hübsch. Ich bin keine Genji. Ich bin keine Genji. Glaub es mir. Okay, das gewinnen wir, liebe Leute. Locker flockig. Au. So, passt. Ja, jetzt geht's los. Zeit für den ultimativen Move, liebe Leute. Ich glaube zwar, das langt jetzt nicht, um Kagekyo aufzuhalten. Aber man kann es ja gerne mal versuchen. Ja, ist aber, Mann. Eine ist schon mal besiegt. Sie juckt es also derbe gar nicht, was wir auf sie draufhauen. Das ist das Netteste. Oh, Leute. Jetzt haben wir ein ganz krasses Problem. Jetzt haben wir keine Möglichkeit, das abzuwehren. Erst lohnt es sich auch nicht, irgendeinen anderen anzugreifen. Weil sollte jetzt jemand angreifen, dann greift nur Kagekyo öfters an und das wäre sehr schlecht. Aber komm, heimlich spiken, Mann! Donzo! Also carried uns, Mann. Au. Okay, gutes Endurance Battle. Und jetzt Laufmädel, Mann! Ganz ernsthaft. Kein Bock hier gegen die kranke Tante hier zu kämpfen, Mann. Wo sie... sie ist ein Mooncancer. Mooncancer bräuchten wir um. Okay, Leute, ich sehe Chiara Action. Nein, Leute, wenn machen wir Kagekyo gegen Kagekyo. Sakyo Taira no Kagekyo. Sofort. It seems this latest Hasuin is making no effort to hide his true name either. I set that out to limbo supreme confidence in his pawn, but it's a showy sloppy tactic. Still it does work in our favor in this case. Now then, changing gears. How many of you already know who Taira no Kagekyo is? Ja, ich habe das nämlich, das Event schon davor gespielt. Not me, I'm afraid. Was he a warrior of the Kamui Hashikla, perhaps? The traitors Lord Fujiwara no Hidesata faced during the rebellion in East Japan were prominent Taira warriors. But I have never heard of Taira no Kagekyo. I've never heard the name before either. How about you, Kind? No, man. Why am I asking? Yep, no clue either. Yes, Tyrant Kagekyo is associated with the Kumohishi, but not the one you know. They hail from over 100 years in the future and approximately 300 years before my own time. The survivor of the Genpei War, who bears a deep grudge against the Genji. I see, so this person is also from the beyond tomorrow. I suppose we shouldn't be surprised, given that Max is from 1,000 years in the future. Still, I was unaware that heroic spirits could come from the future as well as the past. They were originally known as Palace Guard. Ich hab keine Ahnung. Tyrant no Kagekyo. Ich rede einfach nur schlau daher. They were known as Palace Guard Akuchi Kagekyo of Koza before changing the name to Tyrant no Kagekyo. Legend says that after the Genpei War, she saw revenge on the Genji clan for wiping out the Taira clan in their efforts to establish the Kamukara shogunate. In fact, Tyrant no Kagekyo is said to have led attacks on Miyamoto no Yoritomo, the founder of Kamakura shogunate, no fewer than 37 times. Some legends even claim they were both monstrous and unkillable, even surviving decapitation. I'm certain that is soon encountered. As a rogue spirit, Tyrant no Kagekyo is like a living weapon that operates solely to annihilate the Genji. Unfortunately, the group of Genji warriors led by Lord Hase and Lord Gota were among the first to die at Kagekyo's hand. I see. So they killed every Genji warrior present. Indeed. The third of the force that survived was composed entirely of Imperial officers. The moment the Genji warriors drew near Kagekyo, they dropped their sword and fell there to their knees. It was almost as if they were offering their heads voluntarily. I suspect there was some ability Kagekyo possessed by virtue of being a rogue spirit. The Kagekyo I saw was a true Genji, killer of the Genji in every possible sense. They are your natural enemy, almost as if they are poison that only affects the Genji. It doesn't matter how strong you are, if any of you get near Kagekyo, you will have your heads for certain. Then it would seem another challenging battle awaits us. Thank you, Lady Danzo. We would certainly have walked straight into our deaths had it not been for your warning. What about the officers? What became of them? Kagekyo is also leading a pack of Tsuchigumi, which the officers alone were unable to defeat. After asking a strategic retreat, they gathered more officers to set up an encampment on the Kamogawa bridge that leads to the city. Kagekyo and Tsuchigumi were offering at a fairly unerring pace, so they arrived at the river late. And now, for some reason, they appear to simply be holding position, glaring at the river rather than advancing. The hell? I thought the general gods were supposed to head right for Suzuka Gate. What if that and the Kagekyo person got some fond memories of Kamogawa or something? I'm not sure, but... There's one more thing. Master Kagekyo bears a close resemblance to Lady Ushivakamaru. Ushivakamaru asked, "In that Ushivakamaru?" Yes, they were identical to my sensors. I would be not surprised if this Kagekyo is actually a manifestation of another side of Lady Ushivakamaru, and that she simply changed her name for a reason we do not know yet. That being said, Ushivakamaru, that is Lady Miyamoto no Yoshitsune, has never demonstrated anything like Kagekyo talent for killing Genji. There's probably something more going on here. There's something wrong, Lord Maxie. You seem pale. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but I guess that's, who is this Ushivaka person? Well, she's a saber Genji hero from over 100 years in the future. Miyamoto Koru Yoshitsune, born Ushivakamaru. She played a key role in the Genpei War that will occur approximately 200 years from now. She greatly admired her older brother, Miyamoto no Yoritomo, the leader of the Genji at the time, and fought valiantly for him in many brutal battles. But Yoritomo burned a traitor and had her executed. So, she would certainly have a reason to bear a grudge against the Genji. So this Shivakamaru is also conceived by hatred, just like Taira no Kagekyo. Hatred, grudges. They are terrible, horrible things. At times they even bear fangs of the city. Bring disaster with them. Let's see. So our next enemy is one that bears the fire grudge against all Genji. Then we have no choice. If we Genji are powerless to stop the opponent, then it's time to stop worrying about appearance. We simply have to ask for help from the most powerful fighter residing near Kyo, Kentucky. Yeah. You are set off for Mount One immediately. And secure aid from the Oni. Oh my, are you sure, Raiko? I thought you despised the Oni. No, you want to Kentucky to ask to help them? I agree with Lady Raiko. Asking for the Oni for help is a brilliant idea. The only ones in the city capable of combating a threat like this are the Genji. The officer just can't keep. Oni, on the other hand, are natural born fighters. And while may not be any Oni in the time with permanent homes, we know we will find a great many of them at Mount Oe. Yes, an excellent choice, Lady Raiko. Net. Thank you, Lord Semi. I am still quite far away, but I'll do what I can to reinforce the boundary feet around the Kamogawa bridge from here. Whether this new figure is Kagekyo or Yoshitsune, there's no telling how long they stay put. Time is at the essence. Go on, Kitoki. We are all counting on you. Got it. Die Musik ist sehr geil. Just because we are going to ask the Oni for help right now doesn't mean we couldn't also lay a trap for them. They may not be eating humans any longer, but they're still Oni. It's only a matter of time until they harm more people. I am a leader of the Genjis, that's my duty too. Raiko, Monjimoro. I know what it is you're thinking, and you don't have to think like that. You want to be a kind of and loving mother, right? Then you can treat your children's friends that way. I just know you regret it if you do. Yes, you're right. I cannot lose sight of that, that is right. And just, it would be wrong to betray anyone who has aided us in time of need. I will never be like Lord Tamonoro, nor do I wish to be. I will never nurse a grudge of my own, be it against Oni or Tsuchigumi. However, that being said, killing monsters is the only way we have to ensure peace in Kyo, and I'm Aurora entrusted with the defense, but I'm also a human being. And I have no desire to kill when it is not necessary. Oni or not, they are still powerful fighters. Shitten was even chosen to be a master of the Imperial Holy Grail. And there could be other times in the future when we may need their help. Nonetheless, I cannot be sure I will be able to keep my sword in its teeth around them, and sooner cut off a rocket's just arm the other day. That is why you are the only way we can ask to do this, Kentucky. Go welcome the Oni at Mount Oe out of the city to convince them to fight this general god, be they Taira no Kagekyo or Miyamoto no Yoshitsune. You got it, I had to as fast as my legs can carry me. Maxi Danzo, I wish I could say I can handle this all by myself. But I don't know, I might not be able to keep my cool around Shitten. Would you mind coming with me? You don't even have to ask. Awesome, thanks. Here, I have the rice balls in bamboo bark. I also cast a simple summon recovery spell on them. Please be careful, everyone. Thanks, my dear. Alright then. Off to Mount Oe. Das würde ich mal sagen, wird interessant. Gehen wir zu unseren freundlichen, netten Onis und hoffen einfach mal, dass sie gesprächiger sind als sonst immer, was ich jetzt im ersten Moment eigentlich ein bisschen eher bezweifle. Nun gut, so oder so, uns bleibt keine andere Möglichkeit. Beim nächsten Mal sehen wir uns dann wieder und hoffentlich schafft Kadoc es mit seinem Charme, die Gegner